Continuing on my research for how to design detective games, I've been looking at sequence logic problems. I came across the format in a puzzle design book called Puzzlecraft by Mike Selinger and Tom Snyder. In these puzzles, it's about determining the relationship between subjects and objects over time. A great example of this is the game No Case Remains Unsolved, where you have to put statements of witness testimonies in the correct order. Players have to identify which statements belong to specific characters and which came first to solve the mystery. It's a puzzle format that naturally lends itself to narrative thinking, which is at the core of detective games. What's great for our purposes here is that you can practice this on a small, approachable scale. The first thing to decide is what is the setting and what is the plot. To get myself used to the format, I picked a common occurrence: going to the shop and getting groceries. I've made the plot super simple. Enter the shop, pick up items, pay for items, exit the shop. From that, we can write 4 statements around the central signifying keywords: enter, pick, pay, exit. So we write out each statement in order. To present it to a player, we mix these statements up and ask them to put them in order again. Because the context is familiar to most people, it's a simple puzzle to reorganize. From this simple example, it's then about stretching your understanding of the format by trying something a little bigger and a little more complex. You can try setting one in a school and asking the player to determine the order of a student's timetable. For this, we can outline a cast of characters and academic subjects that tie them together. From there, we can determine chains of information. We can indicate the placement of something directly by saying the day started off with X. There's only one link in that chain. We know it goes at the start of the day, but we can make things a little more complex by asking players to combine the information from 2 different statements. For example, in one statement we can write, Sam asked if I could pass on a book they borrowed from Jamie if I saw them in math class. Another statement would say, after wolfing down my lunch, I saw Jamie outside class and delivered the book. Even if these statements aren't next to each other in the timeline, by asking the player to link the information together, they can deduce that math class immediately follows lunch. With that kind of layering, we can start to introduce difficulty in our puzzles. But for now, it's time for me to research and practice the next format.